Okay, let's clarify the difference between feminine energy and divine feminine energy. So, feminine energy is this more neutral or broad term. It's the natural force of flow and intuition, sensuality, sensitivity, softness. It's emotional, it's surrendering, right? So, feminine energy alone can show up in a range of expressions from wounded to empowered. And empowered is the divine feminine energy. Divine feminine energy brings feminine energy to a way deeper level, okay? This is spiritual. It is your place of power. This is a living current that you can feel inside of you. It burns deep. It inspires you to be more connected to yourself and the world around you. Okay, it's not just energy, it's the sacred conscious dimension of feminine energy. It's your inner wisdom, it's your intuition, okay? It's your power. When we're disconnected from the heart, that's when our feminine energy can show up from this ungrounded, ego-driven, reactive place. And that's what people call wounded feminine or toxic femininity, okay? So some examples of when you are operating from your feminine energy, but you're not exactly connected to the divine aspect of it, would be maybe something like using your sensuality to manipulate, flirting, seducing, to get the things that you want, attention, gifts, what have you, without honoring your body or your boundaries in the process. Or another example would be people pleasing or over giving, maybe from a place of fear of rejection or the need for approval, instead of coming from an empowered place of conscious love. Another example could be competing with other women, coming from a place of jealousy and insecurity and comparison, instead of honoring the sacred bond of sisterhood and feminine and the unity of feminine energy. So when you consciously tap into your divine feminine, you're not awakening just a softness. You're awakening a deep intuitive power, a sacred purpose, a wildness, and an intelligence. So establishing clarity between these things, that just feminine energy alone, divine feminine energy, and wounded feminine energy, I've become hyper aware of just taking notice in my own life of, am I operating from my divine feminine place, or am I operating from a wounded feminine place? Or am I operating from an overly masculine place? Which we'll touch on that more later. So it's actually brought a lot of clarity and made it a little bit easier to navigate my space and my emotions and my behavior, to kind of know what to do to pivot if need be, when I know what place I'm coming from. So anyways, I just invite you to notice that in your own life. Where are you operating from at every moment in time in your reality? Is it wounded? Is it empowered and divine? Or is it overly masculine?